5 years ago, my brother died in a car accident. I wasn't there. I never got to say goodbye. But 4 nights ago, he came to me in a dream, stood right in front of me, and told me something that I will carry for the rest of my life. This is hard for me to talk about, but this channel is True Dream Tales. And this dream felt more real than anything I've ever experienced awake. If you've ever lost a sibling, or wondered if they're okay on the other side, stay with me, because what he said changed everything. My brother Jake was 2 years older than me. We were best friends. He was the guy who taught me how to throw a football, how to talk to girls, how to stand up for myself. He had this loud laugh that filled the whole house, and these blue eyes that always looked like they knew a secret. We did everything together. Road trips, late night talks on the roof. He was supposed to be the best man at my wedding one day. Then one rainy night in 2020, he was driving home from work. A truck ran a red light. They said he didn't suffer, but I did. We all did. I kept replaying that night in my head, thinking about the last text I sent him that he never read. Drive safe, bro, love you. The funeral was a blur. I stood there looking at his casket, wishing I could trade places. For 5 years, I've carried this guilt. Like maybe if I called him or kept him on the phone longer, he'd still be here. 4 nights ago, I went to bed heavy. I hadn't dreamed of him in years. But that night, everything changed. I found myself standing on the old dirt road behind our childhood house, the one we used to ride bikes on every summer. Sunset, golden light everywhere. The air smelled like cut grass and freedom. I heard footsteps behind me, that familiar heavy walk, boots on gravel. I turned around, and there he was, Jake, exactly as I remembered him at 27, wearing his favorite gray hoodie and jeans. Same messy hair, same crooked smile, but he looked peaceful, like all the weight of the world was gone. He didn't say anything at first. He just walked up and pulled me into the biggest bear hug. I could feel him, his warmth, his heartbeat against my chest. It was so real I started shaking. I pulled back and said, "Jake, is this really you?" He laughed that same loud laugh and said, "Yeah, man, it's me." I started crying. I couldn't stop. I kept saying, "I'm so sorry. I should have called you that night. I should have." He cut me off, put both hands on my shoulders, looked me straight in the eyes, and said, "Stop. Listen to me. It wasn't your fault. It was just my time. There was nothing anyone could have done." I shook my head. "But I miss you so much." He smiled softer. "I know, but I'm okay. Better than okay. I'm free. No pain. No stress. Just peace." Then he got serious. He grabbed my hand and said the words I'll never forget. Live for both of us. Stop carrying the guilt. Laugh loud. Love hard. Take risks. Because I can't anymore. But you can. He squeezed my hand. "I'm always with you, bro. Every time you hear our song on the radio. Every time you throw a football with your kid one day. I'm right there." I didn't want him to go. I held on as tight as I could. But he started to step back, his outline getting brighter, like he was stepping into pure light. I yelled, "Wait, don't go." He turned one last time, grinned, and said, "Love you forever, little bro." Then he was gone. I woke up gasping. My face was soaked. My heart felt like it was breaking and healing at the same time. I sat there in the dark, feeling his hug still on my shoulders. The next morning, I felt different, lighter, like someone had lifted a 500-pound weight off my chest. I went to his grave for the first time in months. I sat there and talked to him out loud, told him about my life, told him I'd try to live bigger. And for the first time, I didn't cry from pain. I cried from gratitude, because I know now he's not gone. He's just waiting. And one day, we'll throw that football again. So if you're carrying guilt over someone you lost, if you blame yourself for something you couldn't control, hear this. They don't want you to suffer. They want you to live. Jake proved that to me. If you've ever lost a brother, a sister, a friend, and felt them visit you, please share your story in the comments. I read every single one. And right now, your words help me heal. Thank you for letting me share Jake with you. And Jake, if you're listening, I'm living for both of us. Love you forever, big bro.